Alright, Shalom Akims. This is your brother Barak. Welcome back here another one. To the spirit and power of Yahawashi. First and foremost, I give all praise and glory be unto Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah, Barak, Sham, Yahawashi. Alright, double honor as an apostle of the great millstone, rule the time of His truth, and a sincere citation be unto Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah, Barak, Sham, Yahawashi. Double honor to those an apostle of the great millstone, rule the time of His truth. And a sincere salutation unto the brethren across four corners, pushing His word through truth and sincerity, risk and life, and to do so. I'm their brother Barak. Come back here, another one. All right. And today I just wanted to talk about this article I came across. All right, regarding the U.S. banks. All right, which you're gonna see, basically more of this occurring, more and more of it occurring, in the near future. All right, there's instances of banks, crashing, in the sense of when I say that, crashing is, I can go on YouTube or Google and show you guys videos, of the banks so-called losing people's money, people reporting their money or their bank balance being zero, and nationwide panics and all this, things of that nature, right? And this is going to be more of a common occurrence in the near future. You're literally going to see it more and more across all banks, all right? A lot of people think they're going to switch banks and, their issues are going to go away or whatever the hell, man, all right? And I'm here to tell you that this is going to happen more and more, all right? These are like false flag events, where they see how you people are going to react. They'll close the bank for the day. They might do a glitch where it says $0 in your bank account. All these things, man. Okay, these are all false flag events, trying to see what you people are going to do in those times. All right. And as you can see here, it says U.S. banks are closing across the nation with thousands set to close by the end of 2024. All right. And a lot of, I think there's this one branch called Simply. All right. They don't even have a location, man. Okay. That's what you're going to start to see less of. Okay. You're going to start to see less of literal bank locations. You're going to have to talk to them on the phone more and more. Okay. To get a hold of them. All right, and that's why I mentioned that bank Simply. If you guys do a little research, they actually don't have a physical location. You have to call them to do anything. All right, so that should tell you something, right? But anyways, man, I'm gonna read you guys this article, okay? And it's gonna show you, all right, furthermore, what's going to come in the near future. All right. With that also being said, you're going to start to see more and more of that money worship going to go down the drain. Okay. A lot of these people worship money a lot, man. All right. The society worships money a lot. They think money is everything. And the only reason why that is because you need money to get everything in this world. Okay. This world doesn't have no substance. Like, there's nothing spiritual or of a deeper meaning in this world. And when I say this world, I mean this society. All right. So that's why everyone worships money, because money gets you the things that you want in the society or need, like food. Okay. All right. I heard this. I don't remember where I heard it, but yesterday, I think I was listening to a video. All right. And someone basically said you shouldn't have to pay to live life. And that is true. That's how the Lord made things like, trees that produce fruit. This is, I've referenced this in the past, man. All right. But the Lord's natural resources, it was never really money. Okay. It was always natural resources. Like, you can go find a wild horse and make your own cattle, you can make your own flock, you can make your own house out of natural resources, wood, concrete, But in Esau society, you have to pay for everything. All right. In Esau society, you have to pay for everything. And I might just have to redo this lesson. I'm not going to lie. And when I say redo it, when I go on the highways and byways, I did it a while back. But, just like the scriptures say, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. All right. More of these people are going to be outraged by this because, they're not going to have to They're gonna miss taking out the cash and all that shit, man. All right, when Esau could just turn off your bank account, right? Before he couldn't do that, and the reason why these banks are closing is because they're straying away from that physical cash, man. All right, and again, all in Esau society, man. You see people worshiping money. They do everything for money. They do anything for money. They will do anything to get money. All right, and that's a sign of a vanity like society. All right, when you see people doing anything for money, chasing money, all these things, all right, that's a sign that society is vanity, man. All right, so let's read this, man. It says U.S. banks are closing across the nation with thousands set to close by the end of 2024. Bank of America. Slovakia. Bank of America. It says Bank of America and U.S. Bank closed 11 branches each from October 15th to November 5th. Their highest number such in that time frame in 2024. Okay, 11 branches, man. All right, and again, you're just gonna start to see it. Okay, like Esau ain't gonna come out one day and just say we're closing 11 branches. He's gonna slowly do it. Why you guys are distracted by this presidential race? As I told you guys, man, you guys are distracted by the presidential race. These types of things are happening behind the scenes. Bills are being passed. Banks are closing. Okay, money's disappearing. All right, wealth is being transferred. All these things are behind the scenes that are happening. Okay, he that has eyes shall see. He that has ears shall hear. Just like the Lord said. Okay. It says 3 major banks, Wells Fargo's, Citizens Bank, and Associated Bank, closed fewer branches. The hardest hit state was California, which lost 10 locations by Pennsylvania, where 8 shut down their doors. Florida and Ohio followed a half dozen closures each. Data from the office control. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to say. Comptroller of the currency, OCC, has banking institutions on pace to close 1,000. Okay, and if you guys think 1,000 locations isn't a lot, go do the numbers. Okay, right? There's only a few branches within every city, guys. All right, so 1,000 branches nationwide is pretty big. All right, a lot of banks don't have a lot of locations. Like around me, there's like, maybe 5, 6 in the vicinity. There's one in my There's 2 in my vicinity before I have to drive half an hour to go to another one. Like, these are the things you guys aren't thinking about, man. All right, you guys aren't thinking about these things, man. You guys are wondering who's gonna win the presidential race. You guys are wondering, about these goddamn celebrities and shit. You guys are worried about the wrong shit, man. All right. By the end of the year, according to Daily Mail, Bank of America has closed more branches, a whopping 132. That is a lot of branches, man. Like I said, it depends on your demographic, but a lot of banks, there's not a lot of bank out. Like, there's more fast food McDonald's than there is bank branches, man. Okay. And that's why, you guys usually go to the bank branches and the lines be busy because that's the only branch within the vicinity. Before, you have to drive an hour, maybe 20 minutes, maybe even an hour and a half. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, McDonald's more than there is bank branches, man. While some older customers still visit banks to deposit checks, right? Because that's how the old way was, right? You ain't gonna be able to do that very soon. And withdraw money. Among the other services, most Americans use online banking. All right, there you go. Digital currency. That's why that shit came out. That's why that digital banking came out, aka online banking. That's why these bank branches are closed. This is all to push the mark of the beast, man. Anyways, all right, because that's the only way this shit would be closing anyways. If you really had common sense, all right. You ain't gonna be able to withdraw or put checks no more. They're gonna have more control over your money. Okay, they're gonna be able to turn turn off your bank account when they want. They'll be able to take out money whenever they want, which they already do. All right, all right. I don't know if you guys paid attention, but Joe Rogan was kind of speaking about this. He said he had a guest on his podcast. I can't remember his name. He was going into how there's not really there's not really any paper money, meaning physical cash money. Okay, that majority of the money is digital currency, which is fake. All right, and there's only a limited amount of cash on Earth, in general. Within America. Okay, Federal Reserve currency, fiat currency, paper money in your hand. There's only a limited amount of that. Okay, and the rest is all digital currency. It's put into a bank, and the money disappears. Oh man, this system's gonna crash, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. So again, just like I was speaking about last week at camp, for those of you that think you can buy your way out of death or buy your way out of a lot of things, shit, you cannot, man. Okay? Money cannot buy you everything. All right? Just like these elites think. These elites think. That's why a lot of these nations, they don't give a damn no more about money. They made their own currency. That's exactly what happened. Because the elites were using money. When you have control over money, people's money, you have control over them. You can control what they eat. You can control their bills, when they pay it, all these things. Right? So just like the elites think that, because they bought the banks, that those days are over, man. Just because you own the banks, that don't mean nothing. These other nations are grouping together, making their own currencies, which you're also distracted by, because you guys are wondering who's going to win the president. It ain't going to matter who's going to be the president. This place is still going to go down. All right? They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. Which means what? Their sin. Okay? So your gold or your silver, which is the modern day $20 dollar bill, all that shit, okay, is not going to be able to deliver you in those times. All right? Everything will crash. The economics will crash. The economy will crash. Your digital markets will crash. Your housing markets will crash. Your job markets will crash. Okay? Every industry and economy will crash all around the world. Okay? All right? This is Isaiah chapter 13 of verse 17. Okay? Just like in Rome. That's how Rome fell. They went broke. All right? Army scattered everywhere. All right? Same shit America's doing, man. America's literally falling right before you guys' eyes, and you think it's going to just, come right back into power. All right? Just because they elected somebody. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I stir the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall have no delight in it. Those are the damn armies, man. Those other nations. The Lord's stirring up those other nations, man. He put them in the kettle, now they're boiling up. Because that's where all these other nations, when you go and you read about these other nations, what are they investing into? They're stockpiling food, okay? The governments are stockpiling food for the citizens. And not only that, they're gearing up for war. They're investing all those tax dollars that they got, all that money they got over there. Russia, China, the Philippines, India, all of them are grouping together, making their own currency. They're investing into food, okay? Stockpiling food, and they're stockpiling ammunition and gearing up for war. That's why all these nations are on the borders. That's why all their ships are on borders. They got bullets ready. They're making thousands of bullets. What happened? I believe it was like 3 years ago. All right, that was big news. Right, all these nations are gearing up for war. That was a big news. Talking about China, Russia, okay, Japan, North, South Korea. All these nations are gearing up, making thousands and thousands of bullets, pulling tax dollars into tanks, missiles, technology for war. Okay. Nothing new under the sun. This is the same thing these other nations were doing when Rome was falling. All these other nations around them, okay, because Rome was overthrown, right? And what happened after that? Another empire rose. That's exactly what happens every single time. All right. So y'all keep being distracted by these presidential debates and all this nonsense you guys are following. All right. With that, man, I'm gonna give all praise and glory be unto the Father, the Son, Yahawashi. Until next time, I can say shalom.